This is 7th grade math, lesson 2 of chapter 7. We're going to do multiplying and dividing one-step equations. Very similar to the adding and subtracting of one-step equations. As in adding and subtracting, you're going to use the opposite operation. With multiplying and division, you're going to use the opposite operation. If it's multiplying, you're going to have to divide to get it away from the variable. If it's dividing, you're going to have to multiply to get it off of the variable. Okay, let's look at number 4. You have k over negative 11 equals negative 3. And remember, you must show all of your work. So you find your variable, and this time it's k. And I ask, what is the number doing to k? Well, it's dividing. And I mentioned that we have to do the opposite to cancel it out. So if it's dividing, I'm going to multiply. So I'm going to multiply by negative 11, and that cancels it out, and that leaves k by itself. So if I multiply by negative 11 on this side, I must multiply by negative 11 on the other side. Remember your rules. Negative times a negative becomes a positive. Number 5. 16b equals 32. Find your variable. Ask what is your variable doing to your number. It's multiplying. So I need to do the opposite, which is going to be to divide. This cancels out. B is by itself. What you do to this side, you must do to the other side. So 32 divided by 16. Number 6 is 72 equals 12x. So again, find your variable. Ask what is it doing to the number. It's multiplying. So I want to do the opposite. I need to cancel it out. So I'm going to divide, and that cancels out, leaves me with x. What you do to this side, you must do to the other side. Number 10. X divided by negative 16 equals 1. So again, find the variable, ask what is it doing. It's being divided by negative 16. So I need to do the opposite, which is multiplying by negative 16. That cancels out. X is by itself. Whatever you do to this side, you must do to this side. So I'm going to multiply by a negative 16. That was 10. We're on 11. Negative 12k equals negative 60. Find your variable. Ask what is it doing. It's multiplying. You need to do the opposite. Divide by negative 12. What you do to one side, you must do to the other side. This cancels out, leaves you k. Remember your rules. You're dividing negative 60 by negative 12. Negative divided by a negative becomes a positive. Number 12. A divided by 13 equals 0. Find your variable. Ask what is it doing to the number. It's dividing. So to get it off of the variable, I need to multiply. Cancels out. Leaves me with a. Whatever I do to this side, I must do to this side. Multiply by 13. 0 times 13 is 0. 9 equals m divided by 2. What is 2 and m doing? They're dividing, so we need to do the opposite, which is multiply. Cancel those out. What you do to one side, you must do to another side. Okay. I'm going to let you finish the rest. 16, 17 on your own. 21. I'll help you with 21. Levon sold 4 times as many raffle tickets as Kenneth. Levon sold 56 raffle tickets. How many tickets did Kenneth sell? So 21, we have Kenneth selling, but we know that Levon sold 4 times as many as Kenneth, and we know she sold 56. So if we know Levon sold 56, we know that was 4 times more than Kenneth's, you need to multiply it by 4. And then you can solve it. Make sure any word problems must be answered in full sentences. So you're not just giving me an answer with a number, you're going to write out how many tickets Kenneth sold. So your answer should be like, Kenneth sold da-da-da-da, that many tickets. Okay? Make sure it's in a sentence. Okay. The back side we actually, I think, did yesterday without knowing it. Because well, if you followed my instructions, you did. So let's look back at number 2. It says solve the equation you wrote in exercise 1. Well, exercise 1 over here, I think I actually helped you solve it, which is all it's asking you to do. We were supposed to write the equation, and now we're supposed to solve it. So we want to know, what is the lifespan of a zebra? Well, the lifespan of a black bear is 3 years longer than a zebra. So remember, we took the age of a zebra, we added 3, and the lifespan of the black bear was 18 years. So now you just have to solve that equation. Number 4. Solve the equation that we wrote in exercise 3. What is the lifespan of a puma? So, again, I think we solved it yesterday. The lifespan of a guinea pig is 8 years shorter than the lifespan of a puma. So we have a puma, we have a guinea pig is 8 years shorter than, and if you look up here, guinea pigs, their lifespan is 4 years. So all we need to do is solve that problem. Number 5. The cost of 6 motorcycles is equal to the cost of 1 SUV. Wow, I didn't know that. If the SUV costs $30,000, determine the cost of 1 motorcycle. All right, this might interest some of you boys out there. The cost of 6 motorcycles is equal to the cost of 1 SUV. SUV costs $30,000. So we know the cost of an SUV is $30,000. 1 motorcycle, we know that it's got to be divided by 6, because I can buy 6 motorcycles for $30,000. So 6 times 1 motorcycle would give me $30,000. So now we need to solve and find out what 1 motorcycle would cost. And remember, all of these on the back are word questions, word problems. So you have to answer 2, 4, 5, and there's 2 4s on here. All with a sentence. It can't just be a number equals X. You must label it and tell what it represents. So when you find X on number 5, it's going to be 1 motorcycle will cost this many dollars. Okay, make sure you do that in word form. Number 4. Cameron has a rope 54 feet long. She wants to cut it into 6-foot lengths to make jump ropes for the members of the jump rope team. How many jump ropes can Carmen make? All right, so the rope is 54 inches long. or feet long. I want to make ropes that are 6 foot lengths. So you're going to take 6 times that many pieces out of the rope, because the whole rope is going to equal 54. So how many ropes can she make if we're going to cut them into 6 foot each? So this will be how many jump ropes we can make is your answer. How many jump ropes can we make? All right, if you have any questions, you can ask them on Google Classroom, or we'll be in the morning for tutorials.